Welcome to Semi Homemade. I'm Sandra Lee and I've got a great menu for you today. If you love comfort food and fast family food, this is the menu that you want to make. It all starts off with my delicious cream of asparagus soup. Then it's my Grandma Lorraine's famous single layer cake, and wait till you see the childhood pictures that I have to share with you. Then to add a little fun to our food, I've got garlic fries that are simply fabulous. I'm also going to make a niçoise on a roll sandwich, and for cocktail time, I've got a PB&J martini, and I've got a beautiful save it for a rainy day tablescape. Wait till you see this. Before we do the cake, I want to get the soup on. So soup's on. This is my creamy asparagus soup. Now, I want to use asparagus that I got in the frozen food section of the grocery store, and I'm thawing these out. And I want to just cut off the tips of this. They'll go into each bowl of soup just as they are because they are pre-cooked, and it's a great garnish. This is a very, very quick recipe. 5-10 minutes and soup is on. Now these need to go into 3 separate pieces because first I'm going to bring them to a boil, then puree them in the blender. And the smaller the pieces, the easier they are to puree. And I'm going to place these into my pot. I love a cream of asparagus soup, full of vitamins and full of flavor. 4 cups of chicken stock go in here, and I just want to bring that up to a boil. Now, while that cooks up, let's talk about the soup, because the soup is ready to go into the blender. Now, this is nice and hot, and I want you to be careful when you're putting it in here. Now, if you wanted to, you could use one of those hand immersion blenders, but I like just using my blender normal. And then we'll put the rest in here. Now, it is hot, so when you put your lid on here, put a towel over that. And this is going to whiz everything together and make it nice and smooth, and then we're going to add the cream base. It is just that fast. You could, by the way, put this through a strainer if you wanted to, but I don't want to do that because I love all those chunks of asparagus in my soup. Now to this, I want to add a can of white sauce. You can buy white sauce in the can. All this is butter, flour, a little bit of cream that's in here, and I'm going to add a little more cream. 3/4 of a cup of cream to this to add even more of a nice creamy base. Give this a stir so everything is combined. Now I just want to add a little bit of salt and a pinch of pepper. Let this all meld together. I'm going to have a little taster right now. That is rich and delicious. Ladle that into a bowl, garnish it with the asparagus tips, and you'll have a beautiful, comforting soup. Welcome back to Semi Homemade. I'm Sandra Lee, and today is all about a great family comfort food menu, and you gotta have great fries if you're talking about comfort food. These are gonna be for my garlic fries with a secret dipping sauce. Now, before I put my fries onto the baking dish, I want to toss them in a little bit of olive oil. So in a bowl, I want you to place just 2 tablespoons of olive oil, then a teaspoon of minced garlic, and then just a teaspoon of Greek seasoning. This is a fantastic resource. In here is just oregano, sea salt, dried onion, and garlic, and it smells delicious. With a fork, just make sure all of your garlic is combined. Now, a 1/2 bag of these fries goes into my bowl. And that's about 2 cups. Then I just want to toss this so that all the fries are coated in the olive oil. The olive oil is going to make these nice and crispy, and you know what? You don't even have to grease your baking sheet, but you do want to make sure that they're all spread out and on a single layer. These go underneath the broiler for 5 to 8 minutes. Just keep your eye on them, and they're going to be super crunchy and delicious. Welcome back to Semi Homemade. I'm Sandra Lee, and today is all about a great comfort food type menu for a rainy day or every day. These are my garlic fries, and they are going to be brilliant. Wait till you see what I use for a dipping sauce. This is something that you might not have thought about before that's right in your very own grocery store. I just need to grab a bowl for this. Now this is tzatziki sauce, and it is super creamy and really delicious. In here is yogurt, there's mint in here, there's cucumber and dill, and it is so wonderful as a dipping sauce for French fries. You know what? I've even used this as salad dressing. You can see all that Greek seasoning on my fries. It's gonna be delicious. And that is why I've chosen the tzatziki sauce, because this is Greek and it's the perfect combination. Now,